What's up, Super Fiends? It's I with the Boat, and today we will be going over our market watch and spoiler reaction for Katsuki Bakugo. This is for the Set 2 Crimson Rampage, and we have a new character card and my thoughts on it. So this is going to be a different statted Katsuki Bakugo. This is Bakugo 2 dot, and you have a 7 hand size 20 health character. So the playstyle is already going to be different because you are trading for health for that one extra card. So with that one extra card, you can be either more aggressive or you can be more defensive. That's really up to you. But you do have less health than the 6-hander version of Bakugo and some new abilities. So let's look at the abilities. For the first ability, we have Enhance, destroy one foundation. Your Fury tag gets +2 speed and +2 to its powerful rating. So with this, we still have the destroy theme going on with Bakugo, and this makes it where the rival deck Bakugo, all their cards can be very useful for this Bakugo, especially with you have burst speed, and then you also have the card that aggressive temper. You have aggressive temper as well, and what this really does is it either burns your opponent for 2, give 2 damage when destroying, but also with this character you get 2 speed, which covers the problem that Bakugo was kind of having initially at first when players were building the Bakugo deck, and what they noticed is there wasn't any speed, there wasn't a way to guarantee the damage. But with this character, you will be able to get the extra speed and also still take advantage of the damage. But what I have noticed is what you're not going to be able to do is take advantage of the clearing the card pool type of abilities. You can find it in different cards, but you won't be able to find it in the character card. So that theme is kind of like lost in translation, but we still have a lot more themes to go from. And that theme is more speed and foundation destruction. Going to the second ability, we have response once per turn. After you play a combo ability, your rival flips 2 ready foundations. So this is very powerful ability because your opponent's always going to have their ready foundations, the most important ones, up and ready. And if you can do this consistently for 2 or 3 turns, already you're shutting off 2 to 6 of their foundations that they really need to defend themselves. So what you're doing is you're taking away a lot of their defensive options. And for decks that don't play many cards that destroy their own foundations, this is going to put them into deadlock if you survive that long enough. And they're going to have all flip foundations. They're not going to be able to use abilities that they usually would have access to. So this is a very strong control portion to Bakugo. So I love seeing this, for such a hothead, they're having a lot of access to some control. So let's look into one of the new attacks that is also spoiled, and that is Detonation Launcher. This is a 5 difficulty attack, and it has a +2 high block modifier, and it is a 4 low for 5 damage attack. It has powerful 1, ranged, and fury. It has Enhance, flip 1 foundation. If your next attack is high, add the top card of your deck to your momentum. If your next attack is mid, your rival flips 1 ready foundation. So this allows you to either control the board game even more. It can also be used to give you some momentum, and the mid and high is usually where Bakugo is already going for their attacks, even though he has a lot of attacks that go into the low range. But there's a lot of other attacks in the rival deck that specify higher mid attack or mid attack. There's some also that Monster Blast is the only one that really specifies low, so you could use it with Detonation Launcher. But generally what I've been seeing is highs and mids that you can go with for the Bakugo lineup, but you could also go through low. So what I'm basically just trying to say is that there's the option, there's already a lot of support and that you can go through with this. That's all I'm saying. So with that being said, back to the character card. Obviously you want to have enough combo abilities to play. So here I have all of the different combo cards that you can play under Death, Earth, and Fire for Bakugo. And briefly looking over all of these attacks, I don't really see anything alarming that specifically screams I'm very good in Katsuki Bakugo. Realistically, I think that we need to see more of the cards released to know what is the best game plan and design for Bakugo, because these aren't going to be the only cards that we'll see from Bakugo. And that being said, once we see all the rest of the cards in set 2, then we'll know what to do. but just based off of the spoilers, the character, we don't really see anything that we need to get our hands on right now, you know, for an early investment. But I will say that there are some really cool things that you could do. So for example, Texas Smash, you could play that with Double Front Beatdown. You could also play this with Relentless Barrage under the Earth symbol, and you're going to get your, you know, your investment's worth because you're getting the damage and such. But is it absolutely necessary to pick up? I don't think so. I think it's really all speculation for now, but there are some really neat stuff, you know, and specifically Relentless Barrage. If you can combo with a punch, you could do a punch build, and we might even see a Double Front Beatdown deck, who knows. But it is really nice to, you know, give +2 speed to all of your Relentless Barrages, and they're all coming in you for like 5 mid for 5s. And yeah, even float combo, you can give that 2 speed, and then combo with the high attack, change it to a 4 high for 8. So that's going to be really neat. So you can either have it as a very fast attack, or you can have it as a very hard hitting attack. So we might see some more float combos being played. I think that is definitely a good potential. But with Bakugo, I would say it's really all speculation, and it's giving Bakugo players a different way to play the character. So I'm very excited, and please let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, please leave a like, a subscribe, and have a good one.